Are we live? Oh,
We're happy to have you here today. We're about to start the show. Hooray! Welcome to Amy's Art Cabaret.
oh, so Barb.
Hello. Welcome. Yay.
I didn't know we were wearing sunglasses.
I didn't either. I just saw Amy do it.
Are
Barb
these?
saw me behind the curtain, but I'm not just wearing sunglasses, Julie. I'm not. My sunglasses are inspired by my Fun a Day project that I'll show you, your project, and the weather.
Yes, the rain.
You got close, right? Oh, you can't get close.
Oh.
Wait. Oh,
No. Ooh.
palm tree.
Ah.
Palm
Yay.
tree. The sea. Yeah, so I'm seeing the beach, which is, just a block away.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
But today we're getting our day of rain.
I know, that's why I thought, well, I got to bring the beach back because it's weird
Yeah.
weather here in LA, but it's all good. We need some water.
Yeah.
Water. Okay, so everyone.
Yes.
I didn't tell Barb.
Oh.
Because
Why didn't you tell me? Why would you not tell me that?
Barb,
What is that?
I think Barb knows. And Julie, I think you know. Something exciting happened earlier this week.
Oh.
Barb got
Something exciting.
In the world.
In the United States of America, something exciting happened earlier this week.
It did.
Yes, Barb's doing the appropriate thing. It's dance time.
Oh,
Goggles back on. Woo! Yeah, Julie, get into it.
Are we gonna sing?
We got a new president. Woo! Yeah. And not just a new president.
It's gonna be a lovely day.
Rain. Go.
I have never sung for anybody but you.
Now you have.
Thank you.
Now you have. Thank you, Karen. We are
Yes.
very relieved to have things be boring. Oh my gosh. I want it to be boring.
It's not going to be boring because there's a lot to do.
No, I know. That's true. But no, like scandals.
We'll probably still have some.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I know. But it'll be like he's wearing a khaki suit.
Actually, the thing is, he's wearing a Rolex. If you follow him
and the
on Twitter,
yeah.
But nothing is as great as the burning memes. But anyway, yes.
What also happened was gloves made out of repurposed sweaters.
I was just saying the Bernie meme.
Swept the internet, and coats in the most gorgeous colors imaginable took over Washington, D.C.
And all of the social media.
Oh, yes.
Everything.
Yes. I mean, there was Amanda's mustard yellow. Even Amy Klobuchar brought it with that gold and yellow. Yeah. And Kamala and Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama slayed.
Well, yes.
My God.
But she always does. And
I know, but like it was. Whew,
did you see the Biden granddaughters? This coordinating color palette.
I think it might just be me. We're having problems here, but I hear you all now.
Oh,
okay, good.
We can hear. Well, we could hear each other.
Well, I hope I'm on the right network. Oh, I'm on the right network.
Yeah, I don't know. It might just
be
my
house. For my house.
Well, we can. Yeah,
it might just be me.
I think it's you, Amy. No, but like the purple, the purple relevance, right?
Oh, well, Kamala's, yes.
Well, yeah, but like, yeah, like
that's what it was. Yeah.
The bipartisanship unity thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it. I wanted a coat, which I would never wear, but I wanted one.
Why wouldn't you wear it? You any occasion to wear it.
I would be wearing it around the house, not going out. But when I've had long coats in the past, because I drive so much, it's not practical for driving. So,
is it getting in the way? Of your legs?
Everything, putting on your seatbelt and getting in and out of the car, and you know.
That's the way of driving.
Well, I love it. So you're one of those people where the door is shut and your coat is halfway out the door and you're driving away.
Or I mean, if you get your coat all in the car, then it's like all, you know. But when I'm going to walk down the steps of the Capitol in January, I will bring a really nice coat. I'll make sure I have one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you do need one for that.
Yeah, I'll try to never be in Washington, D.C. in January, but that's another whole other story.
I've been there in January. It's cold, yes. Very cold.
Yeah. My daughter's really good friend, I think, went to the inauguration in 2008, and she was 18, 19. So that was pretty cool.
Very cool. Very fun. Julie, what are you doing right now?
I'm coiling.
Oh.
Why are you coiling, Julie?
Well, because if people go look at my website or my Instagram and Facebook, you'll see that a lot of my personal artwork, my my body of work is coiling. And so I'm also doing coiling for Fun-A-Day, which is, let's see if I can get the hand right. Those are my Fun-A-Day pieces.
Wait, let's look at these. Look at, what is that, a bunch of coiled pieces?
It's a bunch of coiled pieces. You want me to bring, they're just pinned to my board. I can bring some down. So I can stick them right close to my camera.
Stick them close.
Uh-oh, I hope that, now maybe don't spotlight me while I've got my tushy.
You don't want us to spotlight your bum?
Don't
spotlight the bum.
My bum.
We didn't spotlight your bum.
Okay, so this was actually Inauguration Day.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This was the last one. They kind of got more complex as I went along, but and
nice.
Yeah, so then I'm going to I'm not going to put those back up right now.
That's all right.
Then I've got these small pieces.
Right. And so they're
connectors. So I'm going to figure out some way to use the yarn, and this is yarn, it's this wool yarn, and connect them to make a one piece that size.
Oh, okay, cool. Yep. So it'd be a floating piece though, or is it going to be connected to a board or something?
That I just now purchased big craft ring. So I'll probably stitch it to the craft ring somehow.
Is that actually called a craft ring? Oh, she's reading the label.
Metal, yeah. But it's a craft supply company is where I found this.
Weird. What's it for though? Like originally?
Back in the 70s, people used them in macrame wall hangings. If you wanted to make a circular line with your knots. And I've seen a lot of people do these incredible crochet pieces, the very complex crochet, which crochet lends itself to making a circular form. And then if they want to use them as wall pieces, they then will crochet it to a ring like this, hang it, and people are calling them often mandalas, which I don't, because
I was going to say you're having a reaction.
I think I question it as a case of inappropriate cultural appropriation. I don't know whether it is or not, but I question that. And then there's always the ever popular.
Oh, yes. Catchers. Yes.
I'm sorry. You didn't know this was going to be an editorial. But I think these would also work, you know, to back these, to hang them as individual.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Plus, I do crochet, and I might make big crochet pieces that I will not call mandalas. But, you know.
Big circular pieces.
Big
But couldn't someone just take like an old coat hanger and try to make one? I guess it might not be as perfectly circular. So would that bother you if it wasn't perfect?
No.
Okay.
No. No, if somebody wanted to do that, it wouldn't bother me.
Well, I mean, if they, you know, instead of, because I'm always trying not to purchase too many things. So.
Yeah, me too. This is among the kind of thing that I kind of allow myself to purchase.
Yeah, that's your little luxury item. That's totally fine.
Yeah, that. You know, for my other coiling, I use a lot of, and why did I have to grab a gray spool? I do a lot with waxed linen thread, and that's one of the things that I'll allow myself to purchase also.
Nice. Does that thread, or what's the best thread in your opinion to coil with? Because you said coiling in a previous episode, it hurts your fingers while you're doing it. So does it matter what kind of thread? Does that help or no?
No, because it's the motion that you're doing and how you're using your hands that causes the pain. And you know, you can coil with anything. I have wire. I have surplus wire from an electronics wire yard, an electronic supply yard. I have used that a lot. You can use any kind of yarn, string, plastic raffia, natural raffia, anything that is pliable enough to, you know,
T-shirt yarn.
Yeah,
I'm just holding up things. Yeah,
and I have used t-shirt yarn.
Perfect.
No, and so like this core is a surplus wool. These yarns are surplus wool that somebody brought to the Hand Weavers Guild to give away, because it was like either they weren't using it anymore or somebody was cleaning out an old weaver's supplies who had passed or something like that.
That's always what happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. A comment from Diane. If you used a contrast, to stitch them together like you would a basket. I mean, why I was going to say a blanket. This would be a most uncomfortable blanket.
This would be a very, very scratchy wool. And I did consider using a contrasting color to make it part of the design. You know, so like,
she's getting up again. Oh yeah, right there.
You know, so maybe I would use a yellow or a green here to join these. I'm standing in front of my light.
That's okay. We can still see.
You know, but that's why these little pieces are contrasting.
Oh, they're so tiny we didn't see them. Okay, yeah.
Well, plus, light's not the best.
That's all right.
So
we'll see it in the actual art show, and there's nice big photos of it.
Yeah.
And the actual art show, which will be on this page, I believe.
It will.
That's where it will land. Anyway.
Yeah. So I'm just finishing up these connecting pieces over the next couple days, and then I will begin experimenting with joining them. And
very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I experiment a lot. So I'll try it. I'll probably try one with a contrasting yarn and see how I like it, and then I may pull it back out. But that's what I sample a lot when I'm working.
Do you ever use those yarns that are multiple colors as they go through? Like the rainbow yarn and all those other ones.
Oh yeah.
These are.
Oh yeah, like Barb's headphones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me get some other.
Oh, look at them! Very colorful.
They're very colorful.
Very colorful.
I love them.
We lost Julie again.
I'm coming.
We did. She ran away.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to show you.
Ooh, well,
This is
let's
a sun catcher that I
here,
made
I'm gonna make it
that's
big.
got my hair on it, but I'm trying to hold it to the light, but there we go.
Oh, we can see
And
the
I
light.
made little ones
You crazy dog.
that I'm going to turn. I just started putting sparkle on the sides.
Oh, those are cool.
I'm going to make them earrings. They're basically paper. And I have a bunch of other sun catchers I'm working on.
Oh, that's great.
What kind of paper is it? Oh, it's fabric?
This is just handmade paper in the middle. And then this is kind of a felt stiff paper. And this is made paper in the middle and tissue box.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's the lid. Pull your tissue out.
Yep. Cool.
I'm working on a bunch of these in a different series, and the next part of them is going to be interior design samples that you can see through. Can you see me?
A little bit.
I'm doing a Valentine's Day theme for that one, so I've got all these samples that cut out hearts.
Cool.
Yeah.
The art show is the weekend of Valentine's Day.
Which is appropriate, which is not why I'm doing it, but that makes sense.
Amy.
Yes.
This is a variegated yarn.
Yes.
Remember
Recognize
Mm-hmm.
that
Judy and I were on Amy's Art Cabaret
Oh, I think we can remember that far back.
6 or 7 years ago.
That's how long we've been in lockdown.
And this is knitting yarn. It's actually sock yarn.
Oh, I should have you go through all my yarn and tell me what it was really supposed to be. I made a doll, a lobster doll. Still got him, Barb. I was letting him be a cat toy, so now I think I have cat hair on him.
Oh.
But I'm guessing he's acrylic. But also, I wanted to share that.
There's a little bit.
Say hi to Kendra. Yay, Kendra's watching. On the show in the future, Kendra's also making art, and it's been in Fun a Day shows before.
Yay! So I had 2 of these. These actually, I think I have these listed on Etsy right now, but
But you inspired me. I started to collect pizza trays after you. We're on the show.
I have bunches of them.
Instead of knitting, I was drawing on them.
That's cool.
I've been drawing, and then some of them have been incorporated into a hat that's way behind me that no one will see right now.
Oh.
But yeah, they're fun. These have all been on the show already.
Oh, cool. I haven't.
That's fun.
I have to admit, I haven't seen every episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to leave.
I know.
Okay.
I don't know if Amy and I have seen every episode, and we were in them.
That's true. That's a good point.
Oh,
I don't watch them afterwards, but
I have watched a few because I'm like, what did I say?
Was it scandalous?
Well, and you know that Judy and I have Knitting Around LA.
Which I've been on, yes.
Yes. At first I watched every episode more than once. And then we switched to a live format like this, and I don't even watch them anymore. I don't know if we should admit that.
Well, it's all right. I don't watch mine all the time either. And you can't watch it while it's live. It's happening like Barb just said. Also, that reminds me, when is your next episode of Knitting Around LA?
Funny you should ask.
Why? What's going on?
Well, because we record on Thursdays, usually at 1:00. And we're going to have somebody incredible on our next show, which is
what could that be?
Oh, today's January 23rd. It's going to be January 28th, next Thursday. And it's going to be the amazing Amy Bauer.
That's me.
Yeah.
I know that person.
That's me.
I know that person.
That's me, everyone.
Yeah.
The amazing Amy Bauer.
That's me.
Yeah, because Judy's doing Fun a Day also. I haven't seen anything she's done. She's holding it really close to the vest.
Yes, she's like that. She's like, this is what I got. Boom.
Yeah. But but she's really good artist.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's doing that also. And one of the things that we want to talk about is Fun-A-Day when we have you on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fun-A-Day all January. That's all we can talk about.
Well,
Fun-A-Day / the Art Happens show.
Yes.
It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool because the amazing Barb Makes Things is building this virtual gallery in a sense. I mean, no, it's a whole art center.
It's more than a gallery.
It's more than a gallery. It's a whole art center, I think.
We were going to talk about that. Barb, what are you doing for the Fun-A-Day / Art Happens show?
/ Crash Base show. Yeah. Well, I'm doing. Well, let me answer this real fast, just because Karen was. Yeah, this was my thing that I did after the. My little worried all wrapping of straight.
We did that 2 episodes before.
2 ago, yeah. But Amy was holding up her thing too. I didn't stop. I never stopped.
I didn't stop in a way because I think he's getting. I think the cat really got. To fix him a little. Oh, cat.
Oh, jeez. Oh, the cat.
All those cats.
So, okay. So what yeah. Oh. We just
we just can't stop talking even though we're trying to tell you to talk, Barb.
Well, we just had a little kind of art circle, work circle. What do we call it now? I don't know.
We had a meetup in a way.
We had a meetup.
We all got gathered together, which is kind of
that was very cool.
I liked it. Yeah,
I was happy. It too. Yeah.
So it was a gathering of people who were in the art show, participants, and people. Was it people not in the art show, or just all people in the art show?
Barb all people who were participating.
Not everyone was there, but a big chunk of people were, and you would just come and work together as if we were in person.
Right.
And so you could ask questions, and there Barb showed off what the art gallery virtual experience will be like.
Yeah. Which I think was
art center. It's a whole art center.
It's an art center.
It's a patio, a garden, several rooms. Yeah.
There is greenery. You're right.
There is greenery.
We just found out there's going to be a whole garden. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to design a garden. Yeah.
Oh.
So it was good because it's kind of hard to explain what it's going to look like for the artists and for anybody else. But to understand like how you can show your art, because there are a lot of ways of doing it. And so this was good because more people could see it and I could show and kind of give examples of what it's meant to look like. Yeah. Should I screen share? Should I show it?
Yeah.
We want to know.
I was so very happy to see it because it's very hard to imagine, especially, if you may be a person who, doesn't do things like play Minecraft or never went on Second Life or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Hard to imagine what that kind of stuff looks like. Hi, honey. I'm on Amy's Art Cabaret.
Welcome. More people can come in.
There you go.
I think you scared him.
He's working because it's tax season and he's an accountant.
Oh. We might have a job for him later. Anyway.
Good.
No. So this is good. And I think it's important that it's you let everyone know it's easy to get in. It's not as hard as Second Life or any of that stuff.
Yes. Oh, yes. It was so easy to get in, even for somebody who, somebody is old. Somebody who doesn't do Minecraft or things online or multinational impersonal role-playing games or whatever that's called.
I think you just made up something new and I like it.
MMORPG. Yeah. that was entertaining. Yeah.
Oh, is it MMO?
MMORPG. Massively multiplayer online role-playing games.
Oh, I thought it was massively multiple obsessional.
Nobody knows what you guys are talking about, but it is entertaining.
It's a kind of game.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's a game. It's a game.
But
It's online stuff. It's stuff online.
it's online. Yes, it's the thing that the kids are into.
Oh, yes, as they say. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, but honestly, the closest analog to this kind of thing is like real old school Zelda, I think. So you spawn in this location, and there are several rooms. And
I spawned. Someone gave birth to me, or I'm giving birth to
Yes.
someone else. I'm very confused.
Sure.
Am I spider? What's going on?
You
I'm the
appear.
audience member pretending that I don't know.
You
Oh,
burst
wow.
from the ground,
I
fully
burst from the
formed,
ground, fully formed.
like a
okay.
dwarf. Yeah.
I'm out of my egg.
Oh, that's when you appear in there, that's spawning.
Yeah.
So it's not transporting in. Okay.
Yeah. So like,
Oh,
here, I'm
good
give you an
question,
example.
Julie.
Over here, like, so
Okay.
if you're someplace else, like
Yeah.
if I'm in another room and I'm like, I am super lost, which is never going to happen because it's going to be nice and organized and easy to find your way around, you can hit respawn and it will take you back to the beginning.
Spawn.
And here at the beginning, there are, the controls just written on the ground,
Instructions, yes.
the instructions. And then when you walk up, there's much more still to do.
Of course.
But you walk up and you press X and it shows you there will be great information here about how to maneuver the space and use all of the controls, even though these things on the ground are really most of what you need to know. That's the most common.
Will there be like a map there so we know where we're going?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in this space, there's really not a whole.
There's not that many places yet.
Yeah. You can't really go too far, and the only thing to do here is like there's a big giant door. Maybe I should put an arrow on the floor. I don't know, but like these are kind of social spaces, so you can like hang out here and talk to people because when you walk up to them, you can see their video and they can see you. And there just happens to be somebody in here right now with Josh is in here with his camera and mic off. But then to be fair, so do I have them off. See, I am now in the corner.
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that. So you walk up to somebody and then you can talk to them. You know, they'll appear up here and all of that. And then you walk away from them. But yes, there will be a map right here when you walk in this door.
Cool.
And then you can see on the ground here, we have kind of the branding of Funaday LA and of Crash Space. Yeah. And there will be information and you can walk up to the artworks and press X for explore, like I was, showing before. Mm-hmm. And see how we have people up top. You can chat with people as you're looking at it.
Oh, very cool.
So you can go and you can take a look at all these different things and see what people's artwork is.
The artist could be standing next to their art if they wanted to.
They could. Oh. Yeah. It's up to everyone whether they want to do it that way. You can have music, so you can listen to that.
Oh, where was the music again? It's just in random spots, or?
Well, so it depends because we will have like live music playing to the room, not this room, the upstairs room. But if you want to have like as your exhibit some amount of audio, that is a thing that is doable.
That's cool.
And then additionally, there are some folks who are doing kind of digital artworks. Like this is a thing that is
it's moving.
This is written in processing, which is a programming language.
Mm-hmm. I see it. Very cool.
Somebody's in progress project that is really cool. Really cool. I'm not going to show the whole thing.
I got sucked in.
Here is a circular artwork.
I got it. Like it.
Okay, you can say mandala around me.
We don't know. We didn't see the title. That might not be what it is.
That's
So,
right.
So Barb was correct.
Sure. And there will be
Oh,
artworks,
there's a statue artwork. Yeah, nice.
kind of standalone little kind of things on plinths, so you can see. So you can see those, and they may have like multiple pages and stuff. So it's just kind of in progress. I'm not going to show you everything. There is a whole upstairs dark room.
I was wondering about the stairs. Oh, it's dark.
Yeah. So this is for like glowy things.
Yeah, because somebody's doing glowy things.
Yeah.
Oh, more than one person.
It's more than one person. And one of them is in the chat. Kendra, we are excited to see your glowy things. I won't give it away.
Yeah.
But
well, it's interesting. You said that there's 55 people signed up, and not that many of them are sending out the emails and showing progress pictures. So it's going to be really wonderful to see what everybody is doing on the night of the exhibition, because
on the weekend of the exhibition.
Because we're in for a lot of surprises.
Yes, and that's true of all the shows that I organize. I never know, even if you have an idea, you don't fully always know how large something is. For instance, or how many they've made.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and one of the things about Fun-A-Day is the incredible variety of things people do.
Oh, Barb, is this the garden?
This will be the garden. This is some temp images. These are temp images for this space, but we have somebody who is going to be building out this space herself. So she's taken over like most of this artwork, like the ground, the walls, all of the elements in here, the chairs and the bar and all of that. I drew and I edited and colored in Photoshop and put it all together. So all of this stuff is customized to look like what we want it to look like. And
not only is it customized, it's Barb's project for the art show.
Right.
It's the art show.
My project for the art show is the art show. But like, I've been drawing, like I do most of the like kind of the outlines of it all by hand. And then I scan them in and then I play with them. And I've got like all of these little like, there's plants.
Oh, I see the trees. Yeah.
And furniture and doors and like lots of stuff. There's going to eventually be tiny little martini glasses.
Oh my God. Those are glasses.
They're glasses. They're going to be on the bar.
I know where to find you now.
Yeah, but there's...
Also, we can go to the bar and get all kinds of virtual drinks and not get drunk.
Well, you can get drunk if you make the actual drink at home. There'll be like instructions for how to make them, to make your own things at home.
Very cool.
And somebody was talking about maybe doing like some kind of randomized thing. I don't know.
Oh, what does that mean?
We'll have to wait and see.
It's very, very mysterious.
That's the description of their artwork. Some kind of randomized thing.
Some kind of randomized drink generator.
Okay. Got it.
We're in the context of the bar. I was assuming some amount.
Yeah, well, I was at first too, but then I was like remembering that this show doesn't require you to say what you're making. So there's a bunch of people who entered to be decided or designed. And so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said what I was making, because I don't know if when I first signed up on the form, I don't know if I fully had the idea for this yet.
A lot of people don't, and people actually change their mind what they're making sometimes and modify. And that's why we have a separate form for you to enter for the information to go into the gallery.
Yeah.
So you can do that more near the end. So we still have registration is still open. Normally for Fun-A-Day, I keep it open to the January 31st, but because this is a collaboration and I'm open to people's ideas and crash space collaboration, what they wanted. We're keeping it open till February 2nd, I believe. Is that correct, Barb?
We want registration by February 2nd and submission, hopefully, to make our lives not absolutely chaotic by the 5th.
Yes, because the show is February 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Yes, the earlier the better. If you can get your stuff in sooner than that, that helps. That helps a lot.
Quick, Julie, we'll have to finish our projects really fast.
I'm working on it. I am actually working on this project every single day. I think there was one day when I didn't work, but I have worked on it every single day. And the main pieces, I'm not making any more of these. And now I'm just making the small pieces, the interstitial
connect. Yeah.
And then I figure it'll probably be, it might take like two working days for me to get it finalized, and together, and I'll have it done by February 5th. I'll be able to submit by February 5th.
That's all we ask. That's awesome.
I was gonna say, no, people shouldn't feel rushed. Just if you do have, if you're working on something every day in January, you're not going to be done before January's done.
No.
But if you are doing something that's not just every day in January and you happen to finish it earlier than that, you don't have to wait around until February 5th.
Right.
Additionally, because the way that we're doing this is having people send us like a link to their artwork that's hosted elsewhere, like in Google Slides or something. You can send the link and then just keep on editing it and keeping on adding to it. So we can install it and you can still be fixing things.
Working on it.
And I think you sent out the link to Google Slides a few weeks back. If you sent that out again, that might be helpful.
Okay.
Save things in files and then some don't.
I did this morning actually resend the submission requirements, which has that link to the example, I think. And then also the form. And then also the form for actually submitting your artwork.
Yeah. I did go in and check out the Google Slides program application or whatever, and I think it's going to be it's very accessible and doable and easy even for
people who don't normally do that.
Yeah.
And the very nice thing about that is you can format it however you want. You can do background colors. You can put text in.
You can put little videos,
descriptions, videos, or any way that you want to present it. You can have all of that there. So if you want to show all of the individual pieces, that's 100% doable. And if you want to have 3 pages of describing all of it in text, or a video of you talking about whatever it is that that you're doing, you can it is what you make it.
Well, that's great. That's great. That's nice to have that kind of flexibility and different capabilities.
Yeah. So it's that's nice, because that is a fairly straightforward way of presenting your artwork, and then but then it's also flexible enough that people can be submitting their own web pages that have, I was showing you, things that are interactive programmed elements. Which is kind of, I think, part of the beauty of the way of us being able to collaborate on this, is having such a broad showing, a huge chunk of the world of art, from analog to digital. Yeah.
Well, and I what I recall also is that Google Slides, if anybody has experience with PowerPoint, you will find Google Slides easy to use.
Yeah.
But it is great because we have somebody who's going to be doing something that can only be videotaped, what his work is, and other things like that. So it's all really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm really impressed with the environment that you've created, Barb, to, just to make up for not being able to do this in person. It's really a great thing.
I just like we've seen a lot of different versions of what virtual interaction looks like, and various forms of it have various benefits and drawbacks. And if we think about like all of the elements of live things that we enjoy, I was thinking like, hey, how can we recreate some of those things in some form or another? So like meeting up, we can meet up with folks virtually to have like a little work circle, which, and in this situation, we can do that with people all over the place. Like we had somebody, like Brett was in Mexico City, and Matt, who jumped in at the end there, was in New York. And so like we've got people everywhere that we wouldn't be able to get in there otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because Fun a Day has always been a local thing when it's going to be in person.
Yes.
So the inability to see people in person has actually created the situation where our circles are vastly expanded. Our local knitting group there's people from other countries, now, and everything, in every situation. Our circles have actually expanded in this time when we couldn't, have contact with other people. So
it's true. Julie doesn't know, but I've been. What are you going to say, Barb?
I was going to say you've been able to interview so many different artists.
I've been able to interview artists from all over the world. I have attended sewing groups, which are similar to quilting but different. Different than knitting. I've attended sewing groups in Australia. At the time, they were not in lockdown. They're in lockdown again. But at the time, they weren't. So I was the only person on video. But it was fun. And yeah, you get to do these things. I attended some workshops that were in Australia because they were on Zoom. I've attended workshops in New York. I did a workout class that everyone was 12:30 in New York, 9:30 here. I was doing morning while they were dealing with the sun. I was still okay. So yeah, it opens it up to new experiences, like you said.
Well, and Judy and I had a guest who's in Oregon just Thursday. That wasn't yesterday, right?
No, that wasn't yesterday.
Yes, we had a guest in Oregon, and later on in February, we're going to have a guest who's in New York.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think the only accommodations I've made are for my guest that was in Italy. We had our show on earlier because it's much later. It's like 9 hours ahead of us.
Right.
So.
Right. Oh, and and once again, you know how small of a world it is. You had on somebody from Australia who I know from LA.
Marina.
Yes.
I do. It. There's a bunch of people. I didn't realize you were in that group, but there were people that I knew that knew her from LA that I contacted, and they were all over at the time. Some of them were in other countries, and they all tuned in. So that was a very fun show. And she was only on for a half hour, but I had someone else on too at the same time.
Oh,
so it was good.
Yeah.
Had our whole Australian show happening. Right now I'm working on my art project, but
oh boy, I really
would say I'm gonna work on mine too.
I'm working.
I know. You've got this one going. Yeah. Amy, when you first showed those earrings, I was like, no, that it's like this. That would be great as glasses.
It would be.
And then you put them in front of your eyes. But yeah, that's,
So I mean,
the carrots are good too. But my first thought was
sideways.
glasses.
Well, they're sun catchers too. So I was like, I need them. Can I see the rainbow? Yes. Can I see the sun? Maybe on a sunny day. I'll have to try them out again. Right now, I'm trying to do everything is, this is all just stuff being thrown away. This is all stuff that's being thrown away or was. So I've got these interior design samples, like I said, that I can kind of see through. So I'm going to layer them up.
Oh, I've done a lot of things with fabrics from interior design showrooms that, you know, they're samples and they're discontinued and then get rid of them. And you have these just incredibly fun and fabulous prints and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, most of the prints and stuff, you know, you make all sorts of fun things with them. But I thought, what am I going to do with these shears? Plain. I think I have like a. I don't even know what color this is. Is it even a color? Does it even say, Barb? Let me try to read the label.
Sometimes they do. They usually do.
It says Windows. That's the application.
Some kind of description of it. They need to.
Polyester, reduced environmental impact. No, they have a number.
Oh.
No, it just has a number to what it is. But it's kind of a interesting, like, normally I'd make that like the ground if I was making a tree.
Sure.
But I am not making a tree right now, which is unusual. I make a lot of trees.
You also make a lot of birds.
I do.
You're a fan of
I love
birds.
birds. Birds are my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm part cat.
That's true.
I could be part cat.
You are part cat.
I think so.
Yeah. Every now and then I see you kind of like stretch out in the sun and do like contort yourself into weird positions.
I also like to spontaneously get up and run away, run through the house.
That's good.
And so are you part wild, not quite domesticated as well, Amy? Because we were talking about that earlier.
I do like the outdoors.
It's true. She goes there. She goes outside every day.
I do. It's crazy.
Every day.
Voluntarily? Voluntarily?
Voluntarily.
Yes, voluntarily.
Not even to take the, because you have to take the trash.
If the door's open, I just have to go. Even if I didn't open the door.
I
have to run out.
Well, I often open the door because I have to open the door because the dog likes to go out and he has to go out. And I stick my head out to see how it is. And many times I declare it a really nice day and, you know, so the dog goes out and enjoys it.
Oh, but only because you've declared it a nice day. The dog wouldn't go out?
Well, if I declare it not a nice day, it's like, sorry, you have to go out anyway because you're a dog.
You're a dog.
There's problems otherwise.
Yes. Yes.
That's true. That reminds me when I lived through several hurricanes and other adventures of Mother Nature. And the dogs didn't want to go out.
Oh.
Even after the hurricanes were done, you know, and there was floods, we were flooded and stuck inside.
Oh.
I didn't live with the dog, but I saw the dogs across the street in the other apartment building, and I saw they had maybe 3 feet of space they could walk that was on an upper ledge. And they had one tiny little dog there. They were walking, but that dog didn't go to the bathroom. It was just walking. But all the dogs didn't want to go outside.
No.
Which I can't blame them because it's like you're walking in flooded water. That's not water. It's sewage. It's, you know, pollution. So.
Well, and if they're not used to swimming, they may not want to.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Water of indeterminate temperature, you know.
Also cold. Yeah.
Well, because, you know, so actually we've had dogs that absolutely did not like going in the water.
Weird. You think.
Absolutely did not like swimming. And when, like if we threw them in a swimming pool or something, they were really not happy with us. And poor things, and if they're not taught, the poor things, you have to show them where the little stairs are, so they can get out of the pool. And you have to watch, because if they're not used to it,
they might panic. Yeah.
They panic, they tire themselves out, and so they automatically know how to swim. They just don't automatically enjoy it.
Yeah, well, that kind of makes sense.
It is called doggy paddle, after all.
Yeah, it kind of comes. It comes with the dog. The dog paddle. They all come with the dog paddle. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they like it.
Wow, interesting. I just saw a show with bears swimming in the pools in LA.
Oh, are they all coming out of?
Yes, because there's no nature.
Yeah, well, because they've built the neighborhood.
Not here.
Yeah, they've built the neighborhoods farther and farther up into the mountains, and that's more. There's certain mountains like out, actually east of Los Angeles city limits, and like north towards those mountains are they're the very high mountains, where the ski resorts are and the pine forests are, and that's where those neighborhoods that have gotten closer and closer to the mountains over the years.
Yeah,
they get bears in those neighborhoods, quite a lot.
Do you have any bears in your neighborhood? I
don't. No, we don't, because I'm close to some hills, but they're not high enough for bear. Yeah, there's I think there's deer in these hills, but mostly coyotes, and there are some kind of big cats, mountain lions, and/or bobcats. But no.
Yeah, could be both.
Yeah,
one or the other. I know there's both there. And Barb, you don't have any bears in your neighborhood?
Not that I have seen. I know my parents live with a bear.
Oh, interesting.
Cal Berkeley bear, but that's different. I was raised with that bear.
Yeah, I don't think there are any actual bears in those hills.
I think we're scaring Karen. She doesn't have any bears in Australia, I don't think.
No bears?
No bears.
I mean, they've got everything else trying to kill you. I was going to say, no, they've got everything else trying to kill you.
It's true. They have I guess bears aren't trying to kill us. Maybe that's why they're here.
Well,
they will only protect themselves and they're young.
They're willing to kill us.
That's different.
They will do anything they can to get to our yummy food and stuff that we like to keep in our buildings and vehicles.
Yeah, it's survival.
It is. That's true. And we went and built, right up against their mountains. There used to be like big wildland buffer between the mountains and our cities.
Not anymore.
We took care of that.
Oh, I forgot about this story. I wish, Karen, you were on to tell us this exact story. Have Barb or Julie, do you know the koala bear nickname in Australia?
No.
Why drop bears?
Why they drop bears?
Why drop bears? I'm going to get the story wrong, so Karen, correct me. But I think they sleep during the day. Oh no, that's someone else.
Do they actually fall?
Sleep during the day, and they do fall out of the trees, I believe.
Oh, really?
I could have this wrong, but I think that's my simple, until Karen corrects me, or any of my other Australian friends corrects me. Oh, and then we just learned something about Barb's family. Julie, I don't think you knew this, and I don't want to scare you, but Barb's a bear.
That's true.
Barb's a bear. This is Barb's mom commenting to tell us that her dad is a bear, so she's maybe half bear. Does that make you half bear?
I was in the Cub Club.
Oh,
I was legitimately in the Cub Club.
Tell us about that.
So it's a Cal thing. But yeah, the Cub Club,
it's a real club.
It is a real club for kids of presumably alums of Cal Berkeley, and
it's all coming together now.
And and like you get shirts that say Cub Club, and I don't know all of the details, but I do know that one year I was picked to be water girl for the big game.
So just being in the Cub Club. I know. I was like, I just said that backwards. The Cub Club. Mm-hmm. It didn't get you into Berkeley for free.
That would have been nice.
That would.
We could have definitely.
That would have been awesome.
I know. My life would have gone a very different direction if I'd gone to Berkeley, though.
Mm.
That's almost for sure.
That's
certain.
True. Oh, Kendra, you don't believe my story?
About the drop bears?
No. Karen's not saying anything, so maybe it is a story and they fooled me. But I don't know. I've never seen a koala bear. Oh, she's in there. Oh, yeah, she's admitting it. Wait, Oh, and they attack you. My story was much more nice.
They never told us that in Australia. God, yeah. we must have met the nice Australians. Sorry.
No.
We went to Australia in 2019 at the end of November. My husband and I went and we took our daughter with us. And then we went to New Zealand also.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, that's when the fires were burning so badly.
Oh, yeah.
But dang, I want to go back. We were in Sydney for 3 days. Sydney is great. I loved Sydney.
Where else did you go?
Well, we got on a cruise ship in Sydney, which a lot of people do. And so then we went to Melbourne and then sailed across to New Zealand, starting at like the south end of the South Island. And then, made several stops going up the eastern side of the islands and ended in Auckland. And, it was just such a nice trip. Australia is wonderful. New Zealand is wonderful. And it would be nice to go there again.
So that answers the question of where would you go if you could go somewhere right now?
Actually, if I could go somewhere, I'd go to the Bay to see my daughter and spend some time.
Oh, well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my family in person in over a year. But
we actually went. My son and I drove up in May to take some furniture from Grandpa's house. And then my husband and I went up for a weekend, but there was nothing to do because everything was still shut down. So we went up on a Saturday. We just spent 2 nights and came home on a Monday for my daughter's birthday. But, again, there's
nothing to do.
There was nothing to do. So we saw her. We visited. As parents do, he helped her fix a bad spot in her floor because she just bought the house. She just bought the house in February. So, it was that kind of thing. The parents come, help you do home repairs. Well,
Oh, this is information for Barb and I.
It's the reverse for me.
That's why you're laughing. You help.
That's
them
why I'm
do home
laughing.
repair.
I go there and I do home repair.
That's true. You do tell
Oh.
me about stuff you do there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we're in that territory too, because my son and daughter-in-law live in Orange County.
Hmm.
So they come here and they help us with home repairs now.
So there's a whole
Yeah.
chain of
Yeah. It's the,
Oh, so there is a reversal, but there is an advantage, Julie, to moving across the country away from your family because, and having siblings, because my siblings who are still back there do the home repair. I don't have to.
yeah.
yeah, but you still get called for tech support.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
never goes away.
Yeah.
They all call me for that, but not very often. So,
Yeah. Oh, well, my son is an engineer.
ooh,
And he loves making spreadsheets in Excel to do different things. So now I call him and I'm like, hey, help me out with this. Do a spreadsheet where I can put in a few numbers and, figure out all the stitches for a knitting pattern based on measurements.
oh, mathematical craziness.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, ladies, last time I looked at the clock, it was 2:30. Now it's after 3.
What did you get? What did you get done?
I got the frame for my fabric piece here in my tissue, so I'm gonna next sew on my pieces.
Yay.
What did you get done, Julie? Oh,
So this was a little oval
yeah.
when I started. So I'm actually going to finish this and then start another one because I got to make lots of them in the next few days.
And what did you do, Barb?
I've been working because the information booths are going to be staffed by robots. So I've been kind of trying to figure out what I'm gonna have the robots look like. I started over here. I'm getting to where I'm kind of liking this guy. I need to still play around with it.
Instrument. I like it.
They're great.
Yeah,
I love those.
I gotta play with it a little bit. See what happens. But we're gonna have robots. There will be robots at the information booths and at the bar. There will be a bot tender.
Robots at the bar.
A bot tender.
A bot tender.
Bot tender.
Oh, bot tender. I got
like confused. A bartender.
I was thinking a bot dinner, so we could all dress up as robots and have dinner together.
Sure, let's do that too.
I'm on my way.
Yeah,
I got my robot.
Perfect.
All right, well, Julie, thank you for joining us again.
Thank you. This was fun.
Yeah, the extension for you to come on again is continuous. Okay. You may come on anytime.
Okay, I will definitely check back in with you.
Yeah, we got to see all our projects when we're done too, and have everyone come and bother Barb and I if you didn't get those instructions on where to go.
Yeah,
the art show, and Barb and I are going to dance our way out. So thank you to everybody. Everybody watching. Thank you to everyone watching the recording. Tune in next time. See what we're all up to. Woo.
See you next Thursday.
Yeah, check out Julie and I next Thursday on Knitting Around LA, and then Amy's Art Cabaret next Saturday. Woo.
All right.
Woo.
Bye.